free to join me. Also, if you have any questions, just post them on the social media platform that you're viewing this current episode on. Anyway, let's see. It's been a couple of weeks since we had an episode here, but we're going to try to get back into the groove of things. And let me go through the things that let me attach this. Let's see what has been displayed. Hey, for all those viewing, let me know where you're from. Any comments you post, I'll try to read them if they're relevant to the conversation or sparks up an interesting conversation. Haters and trolls will not get a response. Let's see. Let's go all the way to the first message she left. If it's possible. Nope. She left that many. There's been a big spike on YouTube recently about marriage and marriage in the DMV. Is marriage really worth it? Hey, do what makes you happy. You know, that's my standpoint ultimately. There's no right or wrong way to do life. We only have one life, so ultimately you gotta decide on what's best for you. And if you're struggling to find direction in life, that's where you seek professional help and professional guidance. Let's see. Oh, share this instead. Let's see. Oh, wow. All right, Miss Payne, watching from the DMV. Shout out. Okay, woman who managed legal brothel explain main reason she thinks married men visit. Oh, this is a great way to start this morning's show. see what this lady has to say. Married men are apparently quite fond of going to brothels. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew that married men was out here cheating? They definitely weren't black because black men don't cheat. But let's view what this lady has to say. This legal legal brothel manager has to say. Say it ought to be rather obvious what someone is going to a brothel for, but why? But the why behind the what is the thing that is being explained here. Hey, Miss Payne, calm down. We don't need the emojis of talk about black men. Calm down. Say, gotta hold us in high regard. This is no slander on this channel. No slander. Why is it not scrolling down? Okay, there it go. Catherine Denor manages one of the largest brothels in Europe. Oh, okay. So it's not even America. So we'll see what these foreigners are doing, philandering around on the other side of the globe. In a day, there may be 500 to 1,000 people, with Valentine's Day being the busiest day of the year. Wow, that's out of control. Okay, where does it say? Okay, among them were married men, as Catherine said, that they were coming in saying that their sex life with their spouse doesn't work, but they don't want to break the relationship by getting with someone who might be expecting a long-term commitment. It will likely come as no surprise to you, dear reader, to learn that some people who get married are not always entirely faithful to their partners. Oh, this Captain Obvious wrote this article. I see my co-host has joined us. Let me know when you're ready there, Asha. Just send me a message. Give me a thumbs up. Then I'll put you on. They say the absence of physical intimacy, it may be missing in their relationship due to alienation, lack of time, or medical reasons. So they choose to pay for a professional for this experience instead of finding a mistress. Lack of emotional intimacy. Many men go just to talk and be heard. So these are the men that actually should be going to a therapist or a psychologist. Like, you want to talk and be heard, there are like better trained professionals skilled to do that. Boredom. Even when everything seems fine in their relationship, some men seek novelty and excitement, extraordinary fantasies. They may feel their partners will judge them, or they are too shy to share their fantasies, fearing it might disrupt the dynamics of their partnership. Oh, they put the caveat at the end. However, it's important to note this isn't about assigning blame to either partner or suggesting it's the man's fault. Sometimes life unfolds in a way that leads to those choices. This is rather silly. Apparently, one of the most common requests guys come in with is to be the one receiving backdoor action. However, this has caused some communication issues in the past. As she said, there was one time where a customer ran out of the room and it became apparent he wanted to be the one giving and not receiving. Oh, the while some other clients who go to the brothels just go in to talk and say they don't even want sex. That's cap. That is caparoni. Caparoni Tony is in the building talking about, hey, I just be going. I like the vibe of the brothel. The brothel vibes is lit. Wow. That's out of control. Let's see.
You just have chemistry. Chemistry feels like sparks, butterflies, losing track of time. Compatibility, on the other hand, is just shared values. It's seeing the world through a similar lens. Chemistry is thrilling. It feels so fucking good, but it's not enough to build a relationship. You can very well feel chemistry with somebody who just doesn't align with your values, who doesn't see the world in the same way as you do. Compatibility is what keeps the relationship strong. It's like glue. It's about communication. It's about compromising. It's about growing together. It's about knowing that you are on the same team, even when times get tough, even when that excitement fades. So ask yourself, can you see a future together? Do you share the same values? Or are you just chasing those highs that those sparks give you? Because I'll tell you something right now, those sparks are just sparks. They fade away. But compatibility keeps that fire alive. Okay, but are you actually compatible with him, or do you just have chemistry? Chemistry feels like sparks, butterflies, losing track of time. Compatibility, on the other hand,
Okay. Chemistry versus compatibility. I believe we had this conversation before. But I would say that everybody is seeking chemistry. Everybody today in this day and age, to me, is seeking the vibes. It, it is a vibe focused, vibe heavy situation here in this world. And it's not much people really, it's such a transactional and fast food nation that I believe that compatibility is like an afterthought. But hey, I'm at the age now where I'm not arguing with you about your desire for chemistry over compatibility. Go off, enjoy yourself. If that's what you want, uh, you could have it the way you like, do what you like. But hey, when you rack up that body count because of vibes, just know, just know, just know that maybe you going down the wrong road. All right. Good morning, lady.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right.
How you feeling?
I'm doing pretty well.
That's
Actually, a
good.
good day. I know you. It's like I'm gonna have to find some more people to do the show with, Miss. You got that
Busybody.
prestigious position. I see you. You be flossing on the internet. You be flossing on the low. You be low key doing it. You don't just outright say it. You be low key flossing on the
I
internet.
don't even be flossing. It's
No,
wild.
they be like, you be like, just peep the background, like peep my little notepad. Like, what is that symbol? Like, I'm not gonna tell the viewer audience where you work
What's
at,
going on?
but
Yeah.
but I see you. I see you.
I'm
I see
crying.
you. You be
I
like,
can't.
oh, you just can't go to the store and buy this pencil. This is a special pencil.
Not
You can't get this paper. Like
oh, hold up. I'm dropping
like
shit.
everything you got now is like exclusive. It's like even
Only
if
for
you
the
got money, you
employees.
really can't get this.
I cannot. Nah, it's been really good so far, but yeah, definitely been keeping me busy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. It's
Yeah.
been a month now, or 2 months now.
A month, a
A
month.
month.
Because I was supposed to start June, and then I early June I was supposed to start, and there
Right.
was a whole bunch of mix up, so I ended up starting the end of June. But it's been
Okay.
pretty cool.
Not bad. So you heard me basically when
I was listening. I was finishing up putting my head wrap on because I'm like not doing my hair today. So
Oh,
I was
do you
listening
have your
to you.
hair wrap on or
I
no?
do,
Oh, okay.
because
It's
I was
black.
like, yeah, I'm not doing anything crazy today. So, but yeah, I was listening, and I mean, most of it I've heard before, so it's been pretty interesting. Where, um, they, I guess you were mentioning like some men go to these places just because they want a space to be heard.
Right.
Yeah.
But to me, like for as the brothel situation, me going back to the brothel situation of like
Hmm.
how as this is not even as a man, as a person, how are you going to commit your entire life as in marriage to a person you fear communicating with?
It happens all the fucking time.
I don't understand it. It's like
It happens
if
on
you
both
feel like
sides.
it did you can't communicate with them, it did you're scared of them having access to your finances. Like, so why
Why even
is
bother?
this like, is it a trauma response to get married to some people? It's like,
I think it is. I think you're pretty much told that's expected of you. And once you become an adult, it's like you get a good job. Now you buy a house, then you get married, then you have kids. It's like something that is pushed a lot by society. And I think a lot of people do get married just because of that. Some do it obviously because they love the person. Don't get it
right.
twisted. I'm not saying all do. But you do have some people that just get married because that's what they've been told to do or told to want.
Yeah. Let me what do y'all think, their viewers? We got 2 viewers in the building, so
Hey,
want to
yeah, I'm not seeing this stuff right now, but that's my
include y'all. What do y'all think? Why do I think people get married today in this time? Because I asked Chat GPT. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because I did.
Samantha Payne said black men don't cheat. I'm crying.
Yeah, because the article was talking about why these married men go into brothels, and I was like, they obviously not black. And
But I
then
think
I
a
read the
lot of
article, it was Europe. I was like, so they not even American. This not even
no,
American. Don't put us under the bus, you know?
it's happening everywhere. But I think it's interesting because you were talking about compatibility and what was the other one?
Chemistry.
Chemistry. And I think that he's right in the sense that people need to marry people that you're compatible with. But I sometimes wonder when people do that, is it the lack of chemistry that also causes them to desire other things?
Right. So this what I was looking up
Oh, wow, this is interesting.
because like
I agree, Samantha. Now I fear wasting my time more than I fear not being married, honestly.
you say you fear wasting your time more than
Not being married.
not being married. Wow, that's interesting.
I would rather be happily single than miserable in a marriage just to say that I was married.
Okay, so this is what I was looking up
Sheesh.
because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like when it comes to marriage, people
Hmm.
refer to the Bible for his marriage.
Yeah.
But if you really want to go back to the Bible, why it's relevant, women weren't considered people.
No.
So to me, that kind of invalidates the where you're picking or starting this from. It's like if the foundation of the argument isn't solid, it's like you really don't have, you can't stand on it if you're
True.
using. And also, so it wasn't until 1974, which was 3 years after I was born, where
Ain't that
women had
crazy?
full agency to be. So like
Right. And this is why nowadays
them
everybody
didn't
wants to go
have
back
full
to this.
agency.
Yeah, but this is why so many people now are spitting the old school rhetoric. And I'm like, do you guys take into account the fact that we were not even considered human? This is like the argument of race. When at one point in time we were considered three fifths of a man, and it's like none of us was considered when those laws or rules were put into effect. And the same I see happens for women who, especially minority women, but women across the board have to deal with the fact that we're not looking for what women in the 70s, 60s, 50s, or 40s needed because we are not restricted like those women.
Yeah. And I understand that, and I'm for that, and I believe that is a valid argument to have. But I think my issue comes into play is like, let's have this argument, but maybe what you desire now, we shouldn't call it marriage. It should be called something new.
I mean, you could call it whatever you want. Companionship doesn't have to be, I guess, marriage, but I think by default most people just assume couples together. It's either marriage or nothing. It's like a woman can't say she spent 10 years with a man as a boyfriend in this country. You hear that, you say that to anybody, it's like, well, why he ain't put a ring on it yet? Well, why y'all not married yet? And then the question becomes, if y'all have kids, y'all got kids together, why is he not making you a wife? It's like,
All right, here's the other part of that I was looking up. So it had to break down. It was like before the 18th century, marriage was largely economic and strategic.
combining families, power, assets,
Right. Love was
land.
seen as a bonus.
Correct. You
Or
grew to love if.
right. It said, or even a potential threat to the practicality marriage, practical marriage decisions. In many cases, among the elite, individuals had little say in who they married.
Correct. Arranged marriages.
Arranged marriages. So, like, basically, so this is during Bible times. This is all of that. All of that. It was like the 18th century Enlightenment ideas about individual rights and personal happiness began to influence marriage. So the 1700s.
Okay.
Philosophers and writers promoted the idea of marrying for love. So that's when it started. 1700s.
Fuckers. No, I'm joking.
19th century, so basically the 1800s. So it took a whole 100 years for it to catch hold. Where love-based marriages grew in popularity from the 18th century to the 19th century.
Right. Because I think circumstances started to change. The roles and people started to change.
To say the Victorian era emphasized both romantic affection and companionated partnership. Still, economic and social status remain key considerations. So, like we said, like the chart said, 20th century modern marriage. Love became the dominant reason people got married, especially post World War II. Cultural changes, media, psychology, feminism pushed the idea that marriage should be about emotional fulfillment and personal compatibility. By the 1950s, 1970s, marrying for love became the norm in most Western world. So like, I guess the reason why I was researching this was because I felt like people weren't having the entire context of why it's so difficult today to get married with the requirements you are seeking for the marriage. Like, in the constructs of how long marriage has been around, it's only been 50 years of this new modern ideal of marriage.
Correct.
So
maybe in the next 100 they'll get it right.
Yeah, in the next 100
they'll get it right.
What's up, Corey? Yo, we shout out to Corey. Corey started a Twitch channel. Cannon Corey on Twitch. Just want to give him a shout out because, you know, seeing his videos was part of the inspiration of having this show as well. And he hasn't gotten on to StreamYard, but by us doing StreamYard, we are able to stream simultaneously on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. So
Correct.
We in there. But shout out Corey. Matter of fact, let me hit the go live on the Instagram right there.
While you do that, I want to send you something.
Yeah, not a problem. I'm gonna go to the next video. Share this page.
You don't hear my background, right?
No, I don't hear your background. Best clear audio today.
Good.
Pick the gentle one, the kind one, the one who brings you peace, the protective one.
Was that it? Hold on.
I don't think so.
The gentle one,
Was it?
the kind one, the one who brings you peace, the protective one, the one who is sure of you, the one who respects you, the one who understands your silence. Pick the gentle one.
Okay.
I don't remember when I sent that. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. I went all the way back to the beginning. I was
Oh
like,
my God, no! Start from the bottom at this point.
yeah, because I was like, I wasn't sure when
was
you
for
were
that
going to
one.
log on, so I was like, let me just go through the old stuff and comment on it. That way, I don't use up content for that she actually remember.
The new ones are good. Those I feel like are more.
Yeah, because like if
recent.
you're not picking the gentle one or the kind one,
we don't.
It's like
oftentimes we don't. I'm not saying we don't always, but a lot of the time, I don't think we do.
But
I think people pick what's familiar. I don't think people go for the gentle one. I think people tend to go what's familiar, and sometimes what's familiar is not that great.
Yeah, goes
the
to
vibe.
The vibe and the trauma. Like if you grew up seeing a toxic relationship, you are believing this is the norm, this is what it is.
Yeah.
And so that's what you're going to seek out.
I think I do agree with that, because I feel like a lot of the times, if you see certain, like you said, toxic relationships, and it's a dynamic where you see one side as a winner and one side that's constantly losing, I feel like you end up adopting that mentality of this is how relationships are supposed to operate. This is what relationships are supposed to look like. And now I'm just like, I don't want that. I'd rather not have that. I'll be completely honest. Both of my parents were married, not to each other, but I will say that I don't want either of their marriages. I would not sign up for either of those marriages.
Wow. That's something else.
So, yeah, it's all fun and dandy when people be like, yeah, because 2 couples and 2 parents and da-da-da-da. Like, no, I'm sorry. You couldn't pay me any amount of money to be the women in those relationships at all.
So, I have a theory, and I'm going to give it to you, and you tell me how accurate this theory is. Okay. Like, if you consider a woman's attractiveness and her attractiveness to pull attention from men. So, like dating apps, for example, you create a dating profile. Mm-hmm. You get maybe an hour or 2 hours. You may have 500 people messaging you. Mm-hmm. So the issue for a woman being single is not that she don't have men interested.
Right.
So would you say the issue is out of the men interested, she finds it too tedious to pick the right one, or is she just unable to pick the right one due to her past trauma?
I think it's a combination of both. Oh, so I do pray, and I had a conversation recently, and I was talking out loud about that thought process of how I don't feel eager to date at this point right now. Like I don't get the excitement of somebody expressing interest to me because I just kind of feel like I've made poor decisions in picking in the past.
Right.
And it's not that I don't trust my decision in it. It's just like how men say it. There are not a lot of good men in the world. And you spend majority, I want to say probably 80% of the time dating, just trying to figure out if this person is one of the good ones. And it takes too fucking long to figure that out because it's not something you can do within a week, within a month. No, you have to invest a certain amount of time with someone in order to determine whether or not this is a good person. And it's like, I could spend that time doing some other shit right now. My time on this earth is limited. I don't know if I go to the doctor and a week from now I get a badass diagnosis and I have a limited time on this earth, or if I will grow to be old as old or whatever. But all I know is I want to spend that time doing something that is actually making me happy, not draining my fucking energy. So I think a lot of it is, yes, there are a lot of fucking options when it comes to being a single woman. However, all of those options are not appealing and it is fucking exhausting. Why I deleted every fucking dating app under the sun, because it's like you spend a chunk of your time swiping right, swiping left, only to still pick the asshole who wants to send you a dick pic.
Right, but well, this
There's no
goes
way to
into
determine. Go
this
ahead, I'm
goes
sorry.
into where, like you said, that it's a combination of it being too tedious to and trauma of picking the good one.
Mm-hmm.
But what if you came from it from the mindset it's easy to pick out the bad ones?
It is easy to pick out the bad ones.
So instead of having a mindset when you got the 500 of looking for the good one, you could just be like, let's eliminate the bad one.
Well, I do eliminate the bad ones, but I still think it's easier said than done because it's easy to find the bad ones when they're upfront about it. When you have people that are not upfront, it's very difficult to do that because it's like when you meet people off, let's say the internet, let's just use that as an example since most people are online dating. When you meet someone online, you don't know anything about their past. You don't know what their upbringing is. You don't know anything about them other than what they tell you. Now, you only can go off of what they tell you and what you see from them. To know if this person is still genuinely a good person. I mean good along the lines of they don't have the commitment issues, they are able to communicate, they're not out here with a million and one kids scattered about around the world. Like it's things that you have to still work to find out. And it's just like it's not a one and done. It's not a matter of just swiping, oh good, swiping bad. It's not. It takes a lot of investigating and getting to know people, and during that journey, it's just
I would challenge that and say that a lot of men reveal themselves just off the first message, because like if you create
not
your
all.
profile in a way that you tell them to respond to this comment or question
Mm-hmm.
in your profile to like the show, did they read your profile?
Mm-hmm.
And they don't respond to the question, that automatically eliminates them.
I agree.
But you'll look at the response. Well, not you per se, but some women I know will look at the response and they just get HI and they be like, but he fine though.
Well, and that's another thing too. Some people are dating people based off the surface level as well.
Yeah,
Everybody,
but
and that's the thing, everybody's dating with different intentions. Everybody's not dating with the intentions of marriage.
right.
So we also got to understand that those people who are seeing, oh, he fine, he ripped, he got a nice body, etc., they are dating surface level. They're not dating with the intentions of understanding who this person is, understanding how they think, what are their morals, what are their characters. Because if the first thing you see is, oh, it looks good, now I'm all in, it's like you don't even know anything to be all in.
Right.
So it's like, again, some people do it, some people don't. It all depends on what you're looking for. Me personally, I can admire somebody that looks good. Do I want to necessarily be with them? There's a lot of cute motherfuckers that when they open up their mouth, you be like, the fuck?
Be like,
Oh, you can't read out loud?
oh, you got the Floyd Mayweather.
You right. So it's like those things then become a thing because again, we're human. So naturally when you see someone attractive, you're going to notice that they're attractive. That's a given. But when you are not trying to see anything else outside of that, I think that becomes the issue. Because it's like, yeah, he's cute and all, but okay, does he have his shit together? Because there's a lot of cute homosexual niggas. I can tell you that right now. The most fine mofos be the main ones that's couch surfing, leaving from one woman house to the next woman house, planning escapes. Like, or listen, I've had men on sites tell me, oh yeah, I still live with my ex. What the fuck am I gonna do with you?
He like the lease. He
Block.
said let's get to know each other while the lease we waiting for the lease to expire. You know,
Listen,
so,
I've had I think 3 encounters with three different guys have said that. Yeah, I still live with my ex, and they put it all on the table immediately. Like, yeah, I still live with my ex. One, he was like, we have kids, but the kids were not biologically his. It was a whole shit show, and I was like, block, block. Those are easy blocks. Those are what
right.
the fuck. I'm not signing up for this. But you have a woman in this world that will see that and be like, I can help him.
But whose
He
fault is
just
that?
in a tough situation.
That's not
It's
men's.
not. I'm not by any means blaming the man.
No,
No.
I'm just saying, like when you look at social media and this gender war thing, like
Mhm.
to me, I'm starting to see because this gender war been going for a couple of years now.
Not a couple of years, decades. Because
Right.
I don't know if you ever watched. There's a documentary that took place. I think this was in like the 80s and 90s, and men and women were having the same argument that we are having to this fucking day, and it's the same. We
Right.
are beating a dead fucking horse.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying that the war isn't necessarily with the opposite sex. The war is with yourself.
Absolutely.
Like, because if you can't pick the right woman, if you are attracted to scantily clad women, you gotta deal with what comes with that.
I agree.
If she got the OF, you gotta deal with what comes with that. And
But
it's
that
not
requires
her fault.
self-awareness. But that
Like, if
requires
someone is
self-awareness.
being themselves, being who they are, they have every right to be that way.
I agree.
If
But that's not how most people operate.
Right. If you choose to deal with it, don't come to me down the line and be like, she slept with 100 guys. Like,
No shit. No shit. I just think it's the lack of self-awareness on both sides. Like, I think women don't realize that they put up with a lot of bullshit, and I don't think men realize that they also have put up with a lot of bullshit. Because it makes no sense to me that you see somebody who has all of these problems and your first thought is, I can fix them. You don't even know this motherfucker. Why are you trying to fix it?
Talking about you can fix them. Have you been professionally trained to do that?
No. But they think I
like,
love on him.
I can love on him until he get right.
Yes, I'm a love on them until they get it right. And it's like, you think you're the only person that ever loved this person?
Right. His
You're not
mama
the only
loved him, and
person.
he still ain't right.
Okay, he got aunts, uncles, family
Right.
members that came in his life way before you. And if they did not change him or fix him,
Or
you can't
correct
do
the
that shit.
path. Your family see when you walking down the path.
Yep.
Like, that's why back in the day they was like, let me meet the woman or meet the guy that you're with before you get too far in the relationship.
Correct.
Meet the parents. That's why you introduce them to your families, because your family may see something you don't see.
I agree.
It's crazy.
It is. I wish there was a button we could press that would fix all the problems, but we can't because there's too many undiagnosed motherfuckers in this world. That's one.
Too many.
And two,
And
many
also,
people
it's
that are
only
not
been 50
self-aware.
years.
We need another 100.
We need another 100.
So it's like, if hopefully we get the 100. I know I won't be here for it, but
right.
More power.
Hey, by that time, the AI is going to be sentient. They're going to have Terminators out here.
Okay, and then we really fucked at that point in time, because at this point, I think people are just going to start fucking the robots.
Oh, they already are.
I know. I know. The amount of toys that exist now are pretty much the intro.
The issue is they got to lift the robot up. The robot can't move on its own.
Soon, when they can start maneuvering and have the physicality. Have you seen that movie with Megan Fox? On that, I forgot. You're not in the movie thing, but she did an AI robot movie recently that was on Netflix, and basically that was it. The wife was sick in the hospital, and the father was at home by himself. Long story short, she was basically there to help him, take care of his kids, take care of the house, and eventually, you already know what happened. She's attractive, he's stressed out. She's like, I can make you feel good.
Oh my goodness.
And she made him feel good up until the wife came back. Then now the robot got possessive, and you already know what happens.
Oh yeah. That's
you gotta go.
The end of the world.
This is it. Now you lost it.
They strong enough to go.
Yep, that's it. So yeah, we're getting to that point. Because we don't like each other. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, deep down, I do not think the men and women, not all, let me be clear, not all, but too many just don't like each other. They like certain things that the opposite person can provide for them, but all in all, I don't think they like each other. Or don't trust each other, but either way, it's fucked.
Yeah, in this context of modern marriage, that is essential. If you're looking at a love-based marriage,
which is a feeling that changes constantly.
That changes. It's chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the compatibility. It's a love. So it's a vibe base. Let's just say vibe based marriages.
It is, because I think. I personally think it would be more important to have compatibility, and letting that develop into something else versus doing it the other way around, because I think doing it the other way around is impossible. Because again, you can have chemistry with somebody, but if you need someone to be compatible with you in certain ways of life and they don't have those qualities, it's damn near impossible. And then it becomes one of those, well, they're not living up to my expectations, or you're now trying to change them, which I'll be honest, I did in my past relationships, especially in my 20s. You try to now change them into being what it is you need versus realizing like that's not who the fuck they are, and they can't do that.
Yeah, and it could be various reasons. It could be that they don't want to do that, or they don't have the ability.
Because we take it personal, and it really don't be personal. They just can't or won't, whatever.
Right.
Either
you
way,
dealing
you
with
ain't
someone
getting.
undiagnosed and they got issues like myself, autism. There's certain things that certain blocks that I have,
Hmm.
and like if you run up to that block, there's nothing you can do.
Right. And this is where I think compatibility is important, because a person dealing with you or dating with you should know those things and understand what it is to now communicate in a way where it can help you. But I would say just to meet somebody who can communicate in the way you understand them. But most people don't date that way. Most people is
No,
like, let
not at
me
all.
find somebody, tell them this, and then now I need them to fit into this piece the way I need them to, versus just meeting someone who naturally operates this way and putting them in that position.
And I believe that's where the internet had created the downfall, because before the internet, you had no choice but to operate within your community and get to know people.
I'm glad for the internet, because where I came from, not the best circle of people.
Right. But you still, it was, if we could get to that point of where you got to know people first before
Right.
going there, that was the community aspect of
That
things.
was, I do miss that aspect of it. That I will always cherish, because I do think it makes a difference when you're able to watch somebody. Like most of the people I dated, we had mutual friends,
Right.
families maybe have known each other, whatever, whatever. Whereas now, again, you don't have that connection. But I also think people rush everything now. We have people that have fallen in love in 90 fucking days. It's like, based on what?
I think the taking your time with that connection, it allows for you to learn the compatibility
I
instead of
think it.
forcing it.
I think it
And
depends.
also, they handle you with more care because they know your family, they know you. It's like,
I do agree. And I think I've said that for me, I would just want genuine, I just want a genuine friendship before we jump into dating each other, before the expectations of anything comes into play. Like, yo, let's just be cool. People don't date like that now. They want you to
no,
lock in first week. They want you on the phone with them every day. They want you, it's just like, we weren't doing this. Like, if you think about how we dated in like high school or college or whatever, those, it was like, oh, when I saw you on campus, we spent our time with each other. Maybe once in a while during the week, we would spend time with each other, but we still had our own lives. We still
right.
had time to still do other things. And now it's just like, no, I need you to be engulfed in me every fucking second. And
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
was like full integration of lives didn't happen until
yeah,
after
no.
marriage.
Right. Bring that shit
Like,
back.
where like now it's like, okay, before while we're dating, I went, hey, you got to call me every day. You got to do this, do that. It's like you got this criteria. Be like,
And I tell people I
nah,
don't
I'm
do
just
that.
getting to know you.
Yeah, I've had to tell people that my boundaries are not to do that. Like, I've spoken to people where it's like, oh, do you get bored with people easily? I'm like, no, I don't get bored, but I don't feel like in the time of me talking to you and getting to know you, I need to be dedicating every hour to you. And mind you, if we speak, we're probably on the phone for hours, especially if it's somebody I'm interested in. So if we're on the phone, let's say I've had 2 to 4 hour conversations with people, and it's like, I'm not doing that every day. But maybe once a week we can. But what I will do is we'll text probably every day. That's what you can get. But as far as me giving you my undivided attention and committing and all of that, that is for later, not now.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, people don't operate like that. And to be fair, a lot of men say women do it, but I'm a woman who dates only men, and I've experienced a lot of men that do this. It's like they want to
They do what?
FaceTime you, they want your undivided attention very early. And then if you dare to tell them that you're talking to multiple people, oh, it's a problem. I'm
Well,
like,
because for one, a lot of people find it hard to believe that you can talk to multiple people and not have sex with multiple people.
but then again, that's a you thing, not a me
Yeah, that's
thing.
the
Don't,
you thing.
right,
That's
don't
like,
put your shit on me, because again, even if we're at a distance, it's like, and hypothetically speaking, if I was sleeping with somebody else, we still don't have any history for me to say I'm cutting off anybody to speak to you either. Let's be clear. Just like men say men are not obligated to wait, neither the fuck are women.
Right.
So it's like in the token of I just walk into every scenario automatically thinking now people are dealing with other people. I don't put the expectation on that this person is waiting around for somebody. You do have those. Don't get it twisted. You do have those, but I don't, by default, I don't think that's true. I naturally walk into situations knowing I'm not the only one until I've been made to believe that I'm the only one. And normally I look for a conversation of that. And until that conversation is had, I don't think that it's that. I don't lie to myself no more. That's what 30s will do. I don't lie. No, 20s. I was just reading a novel and I was so upset with the character because I'm like, oh my God, she's so naive and so young. And I'm like, bitch, that was you. You remember being that too?
You remember? You were
Yeah,
like, no,
this
no,
motherfucker
don't
is
do
telling
it.
you
Don't
every
do it.
single day, I'm not choosing you. But because they're showing you care and this and they're doing all these other things, you nose wide open for this motherfucker. And it's like, but they told you what it was. You lying to yourself right now, believing that they trying to change their mind into anything else. Just lying to yourself. So yeah, no, I don't play myself like that. And then they tell me I move like a nigga. So I don't even think of it. I laugh when people say this to me because it's like, how am I moving like a nigga? If you tell me that it is one thing and I treat you as such, I am moving accordingly. I'm not moving like a nigga.
Right.
I'm not emotionally invested into you. I'm not calling you every day. I'm not good morning you every day. I don't give a fuck what you ate. Cause that's not the dynamic we have.
At all.
But a lot of people want you to be doing all of that, but then don't want to add a title to it. No. You get what you get and you take it or leave it is my attitude.
Hey, I respect it. And especially you're about to be an empty nester. You're about to be you should be telling them, hey, I only got a couple of months here in this state.
I've had the conversations.
I've
already
unless you
said
locking it down,
year,
I'm about to be out.
And even still, I'm very adamant of this time next year I will be gone because I'm just like, and that's another reason why I deleted all my dating apps because I'm like, I'm making my exit plan right now. Right. My focus and the itching of it is just getting closer and closer as I realize, like in the 2 months, my son is walking into his senior year. This is it for me as far as school goes. I can at this point go wherever the hell I want, and it is up to him to choose whether he wants to go or stay. That's how I'm operating at this point.
Yeah, and plus you got the privilege of working remote, so you're not tired.
And by I'm already listen. I have a timeline in place. By December, no later than January, I will know my fate with this new role. Okay. Because it is temp to perm, so that will be the time where the conversion would happen. Right. And if and when that happens, and my role is fully going to be remote, I'm going to ask them how long can I be out the country before I have to notify y'all. And if I'm out of the country and I'm willing to accommodate my regular standard times, I don't give a fuck if I got to get up 3:00 in the morning.
Right, I'm out.
I'm up. I'm out.
And I would say that even if they give you a timeline of how far you can be out of the country, like they say, you can be out 6 months, a year. We need you back in the States. That still works because, like, some countries only have 90-month visas. I mean, 90-day visas. So, like, depending on where you go, your visa requirement for being in that country, you're going to have to come back or go to another country anyway.
This is it. I've been looking at motorhomes because come next year, I'm putting my unit up for rent. I'm not staying here. So if my son decides to stay, then he can have this space and then I'll rent my room. But I know I'm packing up. I want to get me a motorhome so that when I am in the States, that's what I live in because I don't plan on staying that long. I will be out and about, bouncing all over the place because I want to see as much of the world as possible.
Oh, so you're going to have one of them silver homes like The Accountant? Did you see that movie?
I know the movie, but why the fuck I can't remember what his motorhome looked like.
It's like the silver
You gotta send
Winnebago.
it to me. No, 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 not a Winnebago. I'll send you the clip that I found on TikTok. No, this shit that I'm looking at is a 2 bedroom, 2.5 bath. Like it literally is a home on wheels. The shit is huge. My bedroom can fit a king size bed in it if I get this
Oh
little home.
wow, wow, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
legit.
and it's a stand up walk through. Like no, you're not high ceiling. I'm going downsize, but I'm not going that downsize. I'm not doing a Winnebago. I know I can't do that.
Okay, so Corey, you back. What you missed? You missed that we decided that the gender war, is actually a war with yourself.
Yes,
You are trying to make people fit into your life instead of taking people for who they are as a person.
yes, 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 yes.
And also, we were talking about Asha's going to
Our
be a
children.
passport girl. She's going to be out of here. So
Oh
she's
yes.
giving those guys on the dating apps a timeline to like, if you don't lock it down in a couple of months,
Honestly,
yeah,
don't even bother. Don't
don't even.
bother locking down. No, because I know no matter what anybody does at this point in time, I've been wanting to leave this country since I was younger than my son. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Well, I look at it like this: America is great for people that want to work.
Yes,
Now, when you're in retirement and fixed income, America not so great,
this is it.
because the way the money stretches, it doesn't really stretch.
No.
So you may want to go to a country where it allows the money to go further.
Well, first stop. So my son, we're doing Japan for his graduation gift. But after that, you already know I'm going to Istanbul, and I want to do a month. I've already looked at a flat. I've already looked at
You
a
looked at the
flat.
turkey, yeah, you're gonna be,
I'm ready
oh
to
man.
go. I'm ready to go. I'm
I
ready
already
to go.
know. I already know. Once you get there, you get the turkey. You're gonna be like, I'm in love. You're like,
See,
they
I
gonna
might
lock
not
you
never
down
come
quick.
back. I might not never come back. So I'm definitely what's in
You're gonna have the
Istanbul.
little dots on your skin. You know, they be
Come
painting
on
and stuff.
now. I love
Oh my,
all henna. I love all of that. I do
the
that shit
henna.
now here. Like,
Oh my
listen,
goodness.
I'm going to have a time. What's in Istanbul? It's just an experience. I want to experience
She
living there.
loves that
I'm obsessed
culture.
with the culture. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Them and the Asian culture. I'm pretty
Yeah.
much my two things that I'm in love with. So
It's
I'll be
anti-Western,
yes,
anti-Western
yes,
culture.
very much.
So
So
it's like, still they believe in herbs, they believe in spirituality, multiple spirits, multiple
yeah.
gods. It's like culture.
hmm And
It's
I
not
think that's what I want to experience. I just want to experience something other than the Western world because I just feel like now it's um I don't know. I mean, my family's from Jamaica. What I do think is in my DNA is migrating because my
right.
family up and left their country on a hope and a prayer. So I think that's just been something that I remember just in high school looking at travel abroad, learning abroad programs, and I wanted to do it. If I didn't have my son when I did, I probably would have left America a long time ago.
Right.
So I've just always had this itch to go, and now it's a reality. Yeah, I definitely recommend it, Corey. It's beautiful culture, beautiful people. And yeah, that's all I want to do for the rest of my life. Like I know I've come to the realization of I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time and I want to see as much of the world as possible.
Right. And just like where was I? In Cartagena, Colombia. You go to Colombia, like outside of
Oh,
the
it looks so
major
beautiful.
cities, there it's like the major cities have Western culture influence.
Yes.
But as soon as you leave, it's like you cross the railroad tracks, and it's like you.
It's different.
It's different.
Yeah, because a lot of those major cities, they cater to tourism. So
Right.
a lot of them do things that they know is going to cater to the people coming there to visit. Whereas this is why whenever I travel out the country, I make sure to leave the resort. I'm probably going to be the person that gets kidnapped because of traveling. Because I go to the place, they be like, you should not be going there solo. I go, I want to be among the people. So yeah, I'll be the one to get kidnapped during traveling because I go where they tell me not to go. I'll be the quick one to tell the driver, oh, this was kind of touching on the topic.
I know, that's why I pulled it up.
Yeah,
that's why I pulled it up.
Okay.
Let me see.
I love her, by the way, for this. Because I think I feel like this right now.
Fundamentally a selfish person. And I've found that because I have a wonderful kid and, you know, and a son-in-law and 3 truth of the matter is, I am fundamentally a selfish person. And I've found that because I have a wonderful kid and, you know, and a son-in-law and 3 grandkids and 1 great-grand, that I don't have time for a whole lot of other people coming into my life, you know. So hit and runs are great. I don't mind those, but you can't spend the night. Truth of the matter is, I'm
just saying, I feel her. Shout out to
feel
Whoopi because she a Scorpio too. But listen,
hey, I feel her.
I feel like this is my mood.
No, but here's I think what's beautiful about what she said is the fact that she knows who she is. She's like, yo, hit and runs are cool, but you can't stay, you know.
Yeah,
like,
go home. I don't give a fuck how your day went.
Like, we ain't here for all of that.
No,
we ain't
I don't
here
have
for
the
all
capacity to care right now.
Right.
I got other shit on my plate. Yeah.
Right.
I resonated with that because I think now, again, my son is, like I said, older. I don't have the pressure of expectations that I did when I was younger. Like, I'll be honest, parents, they put expectations on you. Your family, they put expectations on you. And I think for a long time, I was always trying to live up to those expectations. And now all of those things are gone. My parents are gone. My son is done high school. My mothering is not done. But as far as the hand holding and the being present physically is now no longer required in a sense. So it's just like, oh, I can actually now do what I want. And I feel very selfish right now because at this point, I only want to do what I want to do. If I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. I don't give a damn whose feelings are hurt about it. Like, it's just, I'm content with not being there for people at this point right now.
Right. But also, I would say, also for Whoopi's age, I'm not sure. I know she's got to be at least over 60.
Probably, yeah.
Let's see.
More than likely. I think she probably has 70s. But shit, I'm not 70 and I feel like that because I just feel like
she is 69 years old.
Okay.
So the point I want to make is
not she old. You stupid.
No, it's not that she old.
No, that's what Cannon said. Corey said. He said she old.
Hey, when you as a person get to that age, it's going to be a threshold. Maybe your age is younger, but there's going to be a cutoff where creating a legacy is no longer the mission. It's like love is no longer a factor.
I have enough of it in my life.
Right. She is at a place in her life where she has the community and the people she wants to be with.
Correct.
So even if you were a single man trying to date her, you really can't provide nothing but the hit and run.
Pretty much.
Because she got millions. She said, what are you doing?
Pretty much. I think that's the realest thing to feel though, because it's just like, I would say I'll go a little bit deeper. I think that in order to be married or to be somebody's wife, you have to be a little bit selfless. And I don't feel that anymore. I don't feel selfless. I feel very selfish with my time and attention and care. It's just like I don't have it in me. You have to compromise in a marriage. You have to, be willing to be flexible in those
Right.
environments. And it's like, but I can just do what I want.
And that's because
I don't have to.
the initial construct of marriage was the woman was merely an extension of her husband.
Right. And I don't want to be an
Uh,
extension of anybody because I like me.
exactly.
I just want to be
It's
me.
like one day we all are going to get to the point to where we are like, I'm
There.
just me, and if you vibe with me, cool. If not, cool.
This has been my MO for the past couple of years, and I think this is why people be like, why she don't want to get off the porch? Because I just know that when I go outside, I have to hear men who are trying to talk to me like, yeah, because I don't want a woman who's this and I don't want a woman who's that. And I'm like, everything, it just sounds like you want me to shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink who I am to make you feel comfortable. And I'd rather not do that because I could
Right.
be in my own space where I could curse, I could smoke, I could do what I want, and I don't have to deal with the opinion of, well, why are you doing this? You met me this way. Why are you now trying to change me? That's what I feel like I've encountered with the people who are older and who have this old school mentality because it's like, well, you have your dreams, I should be following your dreams. And it's like, no, we both have dreams. Why the fuck can't we follow each other?
And you did a good segue for old school mentality. You had this lady right here.
Oh.
If you got to do 50-50, that means you're half of a man. Oh, I wish I had a man the other day.
You know we're doing when social media topics show up in church. We talking about 50-50 in church now. That's the message? Respectfully, nowhere in the Bible, Old or New Testament, does it say a man's supposed to pay 100% for everything and that a woman should contribute absolutely nothing. That's not scripture, that's social media. I'm not some pastor, this is not even my type of content, but I do know that. Matter of fact, if we're gonna go to the Bible, right? Let's look at Proverbs 31. She selects the wool and flax and works with eager hands. She considers a field and buys it. With the fruit of her hands, she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for the task. She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. She makes linen garments and sells them and supplies the merchants with their sashes. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. She's not just helping. She's buying land. She's working. She's selling. She's productive. She's not some stay-at-home soft life princess treatment woman. She's a co-pilot, not a passenger. This idea that a man is only half a man if he's not paying for everything, Pastor, you pushing shame. That's not scripture. And that's the real dirty game. Stay focused, though.
So I agree to an extent of what he was saying because like it is that social media construct of the 50-50. I agree with him on the sense of what he said. Biblically, they said that women should be doing this. They should have certain things going for themselves. They should be buying things. But those are the same things that they are now putting women down for. Now they're labeling women who do those things in this day and age as, oh, she's masculine, she's difficult, she's combative, she's all of these negative things. And it's like, no, she's doing what the fuck she's supposed to be doing. And that's being a responsible adult. I don't know why this notion of, oh, if she makes six figures, she has to be doing this, these type of jobs that requires her to be aggressive. I work on projects. I don't have to debate anybody. I get a task, I do the task, and I move on. I work with a team, cross-functional teams. There's nothing in my day-to-day that requires me to be aggressive with anyone at work. Do I have to think outside the box? Abso-fucking-lutely. But why is that not a benefit? You have people that are nurses who also don't work in these environments where they have to be aggressive. It's just the narrative that it's been pushed that women who have certain things are the most difficult women to deal with. And it's like, let's just be honest. You don't want the woman that has a brain of her own. You want somebody that's going to shut up and just nod every time you say something. That's the issue. But the issue of also 50-50, what I will touch on the woman's side is I have no problem with splitting the bills. I pay 100% of my bills right now. I have no problem with us splitting the bills. What I do have a problem with is when I speak to people and I ask them, well, ideally, what is your dynamic of a relationship? How would that look? I'm putting in 50-50, but I'm also supposed to be 60%, 70% responsible for the cooking and cleaning and the domestic stuff that goes on in this household. That's not 50-50. Financially, it's probably 50-50, but the workload of the shit you still have to now deal with and put up with, because I'm supposed to be your consultant, your slut when you want me to be, your therapist when you need a vent to somebody. And I also got to now deal with working 40 hours and then have to come home. The expectation is I have to now cater to you, but we're both working the same or similar amount of hours. That's where I think the disconnect comes in. So I agree with both sides.
Yeah. I disagree with the pastor wholeheartedly for the fact that dating is not marriage. So assuming that you like getting to know someone does not, there is no requirement to treat you like a wife or like a husband while you
I
getting to know them.
agree. You shouldn't.
So this whole idea
We should
of
be
50-50
homies.
dating, I'm of the standpoint of when I date someone, I'm showing interest to that person. I want that person to also show interest in me.
And I agree.
So if that isn't happening, then and you consider that 50-50, then to me, I don't even know what you would call dating that's 100 one side.
I don't think anybody
Right,
should
because
be. It shouldn't be one-sided. I feel like, but we've changed what dating is. Dating now should be equivalent to what courting was back in the days. We've some reason changed the name, and I think we changed the name because of the requirements. Because in courting, it was getting to know, spending time, sex was off the table.
right.
That was courting. That's what we should be doing, like developing friendships, developing connections, getting to learn the people for who they are, not the representative parts of them. That's what it should be, but we've changed it because now we're fucking on the first date. We're fucking after 3 dates. We're spending nights at each other's house. Sometimes people are moving in with each other after 30 fucking days. I think this shit is all fucked.
I'm not gonna say that, because I think if two consenting adults agree that's the type of move that they want to make, go ahead, go off.
I mean, that's fine.
But the problem lies in when only one person wants to do that.
Oh yeah, but that's just a
that's the problem. Only one person. Like I recently in the Facebook group that I'm a moderator in, I posed the question, what have you done for what is the most have you done for a man that is not your man? And the first response I got was, I said hello.
The first thing so wait, what was the question again? What's the
most have you done for a man that's not your man?
And
the first comment I got was, I said hello, and he said hello first, of course. I was like, right there lets you know
that's
she is, it's one-sided.
It is, because
that's a red
it's
flag
a situation of, well, you got to prove yourself to her.
Right.
That's pretty much what it is.
Right.
In order for her to even entertain a conversation with you.
Right. And if that's what you want to sign up for, cool. But a person
some do.
I'm not signing up for that.
Yeah. I mean, so for me, I've taken guys out, even guys that I weren't interested in, like guy friends or whatever. I don't have a problem with doing for people that I'm cool with, or people that I just genuinely, they're good people.
Right.
would I do that for a stranger? Probably not.
Right.
Probably not.
And
The most I
and
might do for a stranger is buy a drink. That maybe.
that's a legitimate answer. I didn't say if the man was a stranger or not, but if it's a stranger and you bought him a drink, cool.
Yeah.
But it's the idea that a lot of people out here aren't kind naturally. They're kind off
Oh yeah,
of
yeah.
they're kind
When
out
they
of
want something.
obligation.
Yeah.
Like, oh, now that you're my man, now I can be kind.
Yes.
Like, no, I want a kind person off top.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair because it's like, why would you even entertain somebody that's not kind? Like, this person should be kind to people across the board, not just to you.
Yeah. That's
Like,
just
is
like,
this person a good person to people? Because that's how I determine even my friends. Are you a good friend to your friends that you call A1 day one, especially if I'm just coming in to the circle? Because if you're not, then I already know where I will land at some point in time. So I think men and women should be dating people that where you see who the fuck their character is.
right. And that's kind of like I know women use this, how men treat the waiter, the waitress.
Yes.
You use that as a temperature check on if they generally treat people with respect.
Yeah. Do you open doors for other women, not just me?
Right.
Right. Do you care
So
for the women in your life, not just me? How do you treat your cousins, your siblings, your mother, those people will determine how you will probably treat me once I get into that circle. Because right now you're nice to me because you want me in the circle.
right.
But once I'm
Or
in the
you want
circle,
something from me.
right, or you
So
want
you're
something from
nice.
me. Right. But how you treat the people that have already existed in your life is a very big telltale sign of who you are.
Or how you treat people that can give you nothing.
That too.
Like,
That too.
that's the real test. Like, when someone has nothing they can offer you, do you still treat them with respect? Do you still have kindness in your heart? It's like homeless. Like, you walk past a homeless person, are you grossed out, or do you speak? If the homeless person speaks to you, do you speak? It's
Yeah.
like,
I speak, but don't touch me
people.
still.
Exactly. That is
I'm
crossing the
gonna
line.
give you the money, but don't touch me.
That's crossing the line.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta put your hand on my shoulder.
That part. Like, yeah, don't come too close. I don't want to bum up.
Yeah,
Like,
you do smell. You do
yeah.
smell, dog.
Yeah. Yes. That's a fact. I do agree with how people do treat others when they don't have anything to gain is the biggest thing.
And people don't acknowledge that. And that's where, like, you talk about courtship, it should be courtship. And I feel like what needs to happen is all this solo dating is probably what is making people artificially progress things forward too fast.
I agree.
Like,
I think a lot of it
if you
is
go out in a
also
group, your friends get with their friends, or you add that person to your mix and they see how you move, they are getting to know you.
this is it. And I think I feel like for me, that's only the time where I determine whether or not I can deal with somebody. It's like your circle. If I'm meeting them, shit. If I'm not meeting your circle, I automatically will assume that we ain't that serious. But if we get to the point where now you're encouraging me to be around people, I do want to know the people you surround yourself with and vice versa. It should be vice versa. But yeah. And how you handle. Because I mean, I could tell you most of my friends would be like, I'm to myself for the most part. Like, yes, I have my circle of friends that I've had for 20 plus years. So they know me, I know them. We don't require to be in each other's spaces 24 hours to have the connection of friendship and love. And I think for people who are new to meeting me, that is a little bit difficult because my phone lives on do not disturb. And the number one complaint that I get from most people that are interested in me is like, you don't seem to be available. And it's like, for what? For what?
So
what?
and that wouldn't be a problem if when they did talk to you, they made plans.
I don't know. I'm also bad. I'll flake on plans too. But I mean, it
Oh my
depends. It
goodness.
depends. I'm going to be honest. And I think you've seen me post this on social media. I know I'm the problem.
Right.
I know I'm the problem because I just don't have the urge to engage. It's like I don't feel like I'm missing anything. Like,
You
yeah,
hear that, men? Accountability. Women are accountable.
we are
She
some of
said,
us. Some of
yeah.
us are. I won't sit here and act like all of us are, but I do have the self awareness to know that I just don't think I fit into the narrative of what the world expects women to be right now.
Right. Because you definitely don't want to be the woman of the past.
I
Like we
don't want to
went
be the
through
woman of the past.
requirements of marriage before.
Yeah,
And like
I
this little
go
50
ahead.
year stint that we had of modern marriage.
If I even go back to the Bible that we were talking about, if you think about, I wouldn't want to be one of those women because their lives were so ingrained and circulating around a guy. I don't have that desire.
Right.
I no longer have the desire to want to cater to somebody in that sense when it's like I can just cater to myself. It's a little bit selfish. I can admit that, but it's just also like I've been doing some research, and you know how they talk about Lilith being Adam's first wife. I resonate with Lilith more than I resonate with Eve. She got kicked out because she didn't want to do what she didn't want to do what she was supposed to do, and that's because she was created as his equal. And the story of her was basically she wasn't created from his rib. She was created the same way he was, and she just did not want to fucking listen, I guess. And I resonate because you want to lead me to hell. I'm like, where are you leading me to? Like, what in your life has made you say, oh, she should follow my lead? And a lot of these people they feel like I don't want to say audacity, but they just feel because I have a penis and I'm a male, you should follow. And it's like, but you're dumb.
Yeah, well, they want you to it's how can I put it? If they are in charge, the accountability is all on them. And so when if it all burns in flame, it's not your fault. That's what they
Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
yeah.
What you were saying?
Yeah. It's not the woman's fault. That it's like they want to
What you mean?
complain to women about accountability, but it's
Weird is worrying about somebody. But go ahead.
yeah.
So they want, what are you saying? They have the accountability.
No, they want to have the accountability. Men are wanting to have the accountability, and women just refuse to die in the crash.
I don't want to ride or die. I want to ride into the sunset, and then when my time is up, my time is up. How about that? Because they glorify this ride or die, but it's like, do you not realize she probably died 1,000,001 times on that fucking ride? I'm sorry. I used to glorify the ride or die my damn self. And at this point now, I'm just like, dummy. Like, get this shit out your head.
Well,
But
it's growth, it's change.
Yeah, I think the more I get older, the more I just realize everybody is searching. I feel like everybody's searching for other people to complete whatever the fuck they feel they don't have in life. I'm not looking to be completed. I feel whole as is. I think, yes, you do miss, again, you miss intimacy, you do miss having somebody there, but it's always, my thought process is, I would rather just not have the wrong person, just to say that I have somebody.
Right, because having the wrong person can do more damage
Than anything. You're fucking,
anything.
I've been with people where I just remember not wanting to go home. I don't feel like that now. You know what I feel? I'll be with my family who I love dearly, and my thought process is, I can't wait the fuck to go home. Why? It's peaceful. It's my space where I can freely do whatever the fuck I want and not have to worry about if I leave this glass at my bedside for a day, is it going to be a problem? You know,
Right.
it's just like it's peaceful. I'm at peace. I don't have anybody getting up in a foul mood because they done seen a message. Oh my God. I can't even tell you the shit that I've endured living with men. In my personal experience, I'm good. You go to bed happy and then you wake up and there's an argument in the morning because
Wow.
somebody decided to go through your phone or go through Facebook. And I remember we had stupid arguments. The argument wasn't me responding. I had arguments with people because I did not respond to the person's message. Oh, you leaving it open ended so they feel like they can try. Are you
No,
fucking kidding
no.
me? You arguing at
I'm letting
bacon?
you have the last word. I'm not.
We
uh,
we angry at breakfast because I didn't respond to somebody. Mind you, this person at that time was all over my social media. So
wow.
everybody know you exist. They see you here. If they didn't give a fuck about the photos of us together, why the fuck is me telling them you exist gonna make a difference? I don't know if it happens anywhere else, but as a woman living in New York, you can walk. A guy can approach you. Hey, I'm trying to get to know you. I got a man, and their responses. What your man got to do with me? What you telling me about
Wow.
him for? These
Wow.
motherfuckers don't care. So I just got to the point where I just don't
So
respond.
and then my throwback to that is like, if I don't respect my man, what makes you think I'm gonna respect you?
This is it.
It's
But
like
but
they want
that's
what they want, but then they be
exactly
like that you're not that special to where you're gonna like, oh, I'm just gonna respect this person to the nth degree. They're the
right.
one.
But that goes to show you what they honestly reaching out for you for. They're not looking for anything serious. Because I can guarantee you, if you meet a guy and you cheat on a dude while you have a dude, that nigga is never going to trust you.
Right, because of how he got you.
Exactly. So if a guy hits you with the, oh, I don't care about your man, okay, that's a telltale sign. He's probably just trying to fuck you anyway. Because
And
let's be clear,
that's a
he wouldn't
sign that
care.
he's not a good person either.
Exactly.
Because he
But
don't respect
nobody registers that.
relationships.
Nobody registers that. And I think younger me didn't register that either. Not like I didn't entertain it, but it's just still like I didn't look at those men as being bad people, which they were.
Yeah, very bad.
Yeah.
All right, but we're gonna shut this down now.
Oh shit, I'm late. Go ahead.
Yes, yes.
It's
Yes.
okay. I just need to open up
Good
some stuff
conversation.
for sure.
And thank
Go ahead.
everybody for watching and viewing. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Peace.